It is a Wednesday, and you know it. I'm a happy man this morning because I have the opportunity to kickstart your morning, albeit in a special way. My name is Samuel Njoroge, and welcome to the program, Good Morning Kenya. Keep talking to us. What we just had is in the headlines. We are having the first part of the interview, and it touches on the upcoming 20th of October 2017 Mashujaa Day celebrations, the 8th under the 2010 Constitution. And we've got the ABLE team, which usually oversees national celebrations in this country. It is the National Days Celebrations Committee, and we are privileged to have its chairman, Mohammed Bare, with us in studio. That's the gentleman seated to my immediate left. Welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you, Njoroge.
Such a pleasure. And to my extreme left, I've got Bernard Leparmarai. He is the Nairobi Regional Commissioner. Karibuni sana.
Thank you.
You know, I'm sort of seated with the presidency because this is the office of the president, representatives at large. So, gentlemen, karibuni, and I'd like to begin with you, Mohammed. Come Friday, what should we expect?
Thank you, Njoroge, for hosting us first.
You're welcome.
So that we can tell Kenyans what to expect.
Yes.
First and foremost, the traditional venue for these celebrations, the Mashujaa Day celebration, has always been in Nyayo for many years that those who participated can remember. But since Nyayo National Stadium is undergoing some renovation, it will not be available for our use or for the use of the public to hold the function. So because of that, we have identified together with the county government to hold the function at a new venue. Not new in the sense that new construction, but different place, Uhuru Park.
Yes.
So the function will be at Uhuru Park. So my request to Kenyans, especially those of Nairobi County, is to wake up early, very peacefully, and come to Uhuru Park to celebrate Mashujaa Day with the rest of Kenyans.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't need to say who the guest of honor will be. So they should come and celebrate with our head of state with that Mashujaa Day.
Right.
It is a bit different in the sense of the location and the time it has come. I just want to tell Kenyans that this is a national day which is anchored in our constitution just like any other national day. Article 9 of the Constitution, Section 3B, stipulates that that will be a national day. There will be a national day called Mashujaa Day. So it is not for any other person. It is for the Kenyan and for Kenyans. So they should come to enjoy their constitution, what is provided for in their constitution, as patriotic Kenyans. They should not come there thinking that it's a day for Mr. Njoroge or Bare or Bwana Leparmarai. It's a day for everybody. It's a national day. We should come, celebrate it very peacefully.
A Kenyan day for Kenyans.
Yes.
A Kenyan day for Kenyans.
Yes.
Bernard, coming to you as the regional commissioner, could you kindly bring us up to speed with what plans have been laid down to ensure that what Mr. Bare is talking about is achieved to the letter?
Thank you, Mr. Njoroge. We started the preparation way back, and as Mr. Bare has mentioned, that we were not able to use Nyayo Stadium, and we had to move to Uhuru Park. A lot has been done in Uhuru Park, the cleaning, renovation here and there, the paintings, the fencing, and so on and so forth. We are working together with the county government because that facility is under the county government, but it's a public facility. And what we are doing, what we have been able to do so far, I think all the preparations are complete. They are not complete. We are ready for 20th. And of course, as you say, that Kenyans, of course, of Nairobi, Kenyans en route to other part of the country should join us that day. Should join the president, should join our Kenyans to celebrate this historic day.
Historic day.
This is a very, it is a very, very important day for Kenya. Because you look at where we came from in trying to make our country our own from the colonists. Look at how our heroes, our heroines, how much sacrifices they have made, right, to make this country what it is now. We have come a long way. And I think Kenyans should not forget about history. They should not forget about their history.
Yep.
This is the time Kenyans must look back and say, look at the step we have taken, all right?
Yep.
The step we have taken to have this country the way it is.
The way it is.
And we want to encourage Nairobians, Kenyan patriot citizens of this country to turn up in large numbers on that day. Join the rest of Kenya and celebrate this important day for Kenya.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Barre, ordinarily, recently we got information that this day will be rotating around various counties, and Nairobi was to be a preserve for the 12th of December, Jamhuri Day. But we see this decision now that it will be held in Nairobi. Maybe we were expecting it to go to another county. Would you kindly bring us up to speed with maybe some of the reasons that informed the decision that this day be marked in Nairobi?
You see, it is not a legal requirement that it goes round. It was a directive given by our president, head of state, that would like to have it go round. We have implemented that. We have taken it to Nakuru, as you know.
Yes.
We have taken it to Machakos and Nyeri.
Nyeri.
And it was, you see, Nairobi County is also one of the 47 counties. It is not in Nyayo this time. It is in Uhuru Park to celebrate the county of Nairobi first. Secondly, as you're aware, the country is busy preparing for a very serious function. So I think it will be only fair if we hold it in Nairobi to give everybody who wants to attend here in Nairobi. But that does not mean that it is not being celebrated in other areas. All the other 47 countries, all the other administrative units in the Republic, from the sub-counties and divisions, they are all celebrating. So I would urge the Kenyans, whether it is held here or not, to make sure they turn up in their respective venues for the celebration, be it at the divisional level, at sub-county or county level, to celebrate the function. It makes a difference, yes, when you have the president out there in Nakuru or elsewhere.
Yeah.
But if situation does not allow us to hold it outside Nairobi area, it does not make it any less a celebration for the Kenyan in Kakamega, the one in Kisii, or the one in Wundanyi, Taita. Lesser celebration. It is the same celebration. They will get the presidential speech. They will get to hear from their leaders. They should attend in their respective areas. I can assure you that that directive is still being implemented. We'll come here to tell you next where it will be.
Exactly.
It has not stopped.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'd like to move to you, Bernard. You said that plans, systems are in place to make this day a memorable one to Kenyans. But let's talk about security. NASA has decided to postpone its demos, and they've indicated that they will be resuming on Friday. It so happens to be the same day that we are observing Mashujaa Day celebrations, and it will be at Uhuru Park. They intend to come to the city center. What guarantee can you give Kenyans in as far as security is concerned for this day?
Uhuru Park will be secured. The CBD will be secured. If NASA, that's actually a national day. It's not this party or the other party. So somebody should not look at us one or you name in NASA party celebration. This is a Kenyan day. So if NASA leaders want to attend, wish to attend, they have the right to attend because they're Kenyans, right? They're Kenyans. And as long as we will not have problems, we do not want situation to arise because it's a respectable day. We don't want situation to arise where you take advantage of a situation like that to create Miami in Europe. We will not allow that. We'll be firm on that. We have beef security everywhere. People will be searched thoroughly. We'll encourage people to respect this day. We'll appreciate that everybody must look at this day as a day for Kenyans.
Right.
Yes.
A day of Kenyans.
Yes.
You'd like to chip in on
Yes.
that, sir?
Bwana Njoroge,
Yes.
on Friday and today and the day after Friday, any patriotic Kenyan has to respect our constitution. This is not something that is being organized by the Nairobi Regional Commissioner or Bare. As I earlier said, we are celebrating our constitution. So anybody who has any grain of respect for that constitution will respect that day. And we will respect them and welcome everybody. But as again the constitution has provided for and our courts have actually given direction, anybody wanting to do their own thing other than that day, celebrating the day, let them do it peacefully. It should not be a day meant to disrupt the function that's happening. Don't organize anything meant to disrupt. It will not be allowed, as the RC has said. But with or without the security agency saying so, don't you think it is something that me and you should celebrate our Mashujaa Day? Mashujaa Day. The people who brought independence to this nation. Should we not respect them? We should.
That's true. We should. Any dignitaries we can expect to be gracing the occasion? Foreign dignitaries, sorry.
Of course, the highest dignitary in this, the CEO of this country, will preside over this function.
Yeah.
So as much as we respect other dignitaries who will come from outside this country,
yes.
For me as the chair, I'm very comfortable because the CEO will be there.
Yeah.
So if we get any additions, it's an additional flower, but we don't yet know. Once we confirm, we'll let you know.
Absolutely.
And it will add an icing on our cake. But for now, a Kenyan, ordinary Kenyan, we will have 94 heroes and heroines from across the 47 counties, 2 per county. In addition to that, we'll have other specialized, identified special areas, heroines, sports, and other fields. Over 200 heroes and heroines who will come and celebrate the fruits of their labor. So I'm proud that I'll be having heroes and heroines from across the 47 counties in this country. So those are good enough. That's a good reason for me to host that function. And apart from our diplomatic corps and many other, we'll have all the legislature, those who they have been invited. We'll have the judiciary. We will have the top cream of the 3 arms of the government attending the function.
Let's talk about traffic. Because usually when there is an event of this magnitude, we expect slight changes to the traffic situation in the country, or in the city especially. Could you bring us up to speed with maybe how the traffic situation is envisaged, I beg your pardon, for that very day?
Of course, when we have a situation like that, a big event like that, there will be a bit of inconveniences, especially along Uru Highway, behind the library. We'll have, motorists being inconvenienced in those areas to allow people to come in. and as well for security reasons.
Right.
So people will expect that, and we want to appeal to them to understand that is not intended. This is a few hours kind of event. But motorists will be guided accordingly. We'll have to prepare the route maps, how we are going to maneuver the trucks, which route they are going to use from, maybe from Westlands to the Mombasa Road, and of course the other routes outside, away from the Benue. So there will be police officers there, traffic police officers will be able to marshal them, how they are going to maneuver the traffic.
Right.
But basically, this is for a short while. Yeah, and we want to appeal them to understand that we have to do that because of many other issues.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
To add on that, as has been the practice, the Government Reception Office has sent out invitations. Those cards will be used to guide our dignitaries where they will park. So for those who have been invited, they'll be guided where to park for ease of attending the function. There are quite a number of designated parking areas. Comesa is one of them. We will use the cathedral. We will use the railway sports ground. But they'll be guided as by the cards they have been given by the Government Reception Office. If they obey the traffic officers, they will attend the function smoothly and enjoy what we have prepared for them.
Good.
But the RC and his team
Yes.
will give the other finer details tomorrow in the morning.
It is good that you've clarified the issue of parking. But as it has been tradition, every National Day has a theme. What is the theme for this year's Mashujaa Day?
The theme for this year's Mashujaa Day is Kiswahili, of course, Mashujaa wetu tuwasherekea. So Wakenya waje washerekee mashujaa wao. Asante.
What informed the choice for that theme?
Of course, the day.
The day?
The day is meant for them, to celebrate them. And we don't want to lose sight of the fact of the sacrifice they have made. We shall never fail to understand the sacrifices they have made, the life that have been lost by our heroes in the process of making this country what it is. We will keep on celebrating them for the next 1,000 years, if not more.
The next 1,000 years, if not more. Bernard, if I was to stop you in the streets of Nairobi and ask you kindly give me two of people you regard as heroes, what answer would you give me and why?
You look at heroes. Of course, as Mr. Barrett mentioned, we have heroes who fought for the independence of this country, who lost their lives. Heroes and heroines, right? Who lost their lives, who lost their families, right? Who paid for this through blood, through sacrifices. We also have those who have also contributed to the society of this country, right? We have scientists, top science. Look at Professor Wangari Maathai. Look at why we still have Uhuru Park. We have a Barrett up there. We have the Mau, right? These are the people who have sacrificed for their country. We also have people who fought to against aggressors, external aggressors of our country. Look at our heroes in Somalia. People losing their lives there to make this country safe. We also have, athletes, international athletes, all right, who are contributing immensely for the image of this country, all right, to put the Kenya in the world map, all right. But we cannot even forget, all right, the leaders. We also have our leaders. They are our heroes, and generally those people who have contributed in one way or another positively to the progress of this country.
Of this country.
Yeah.
What of you, Mr. Barre? Two heroes that you would name as people you regard as heroes to you.
You see, as the RC has clearly put it, every day that God gives this country, there is either a hero or a heroine who helps make the lives of Kenyans better. It is not only people like those who were there, Dedan Kimathi. There are many Dedan Kimathis every day that God gives us. So if you say maybe two, you're narrowing it very, very, very seriously. There are millions that we need to celebrate each and every day that God gives us. So these guys, who won the marathon in the US and in Germany, this is young ladies and young men.
Yes.
Are people that each and every Kenyan is proud of, and we shall remain to be proud of. There are people who are sacrificing their lives, making this country secure, as the RC has said every morning, every day. So these are the kind of people we are celebrating, and they are not yet born. Some of them are not yet born. Huh?
Yeah.
They will be born, and we will celebrate them depending on the degree of sacrifice they make to make this country better.
Okay. Your final words. I'd like to get final words from the two of you. I'd like to begin with you, Bernard.
Yeah, my final word, Mr. Njoroge, is I want to encourage as many people to come, to turn out for the celebrations, to come and join other Kenyans, to come and join our president, to kind of, other leaders of this country, the international communities, represented like ambassadors, and so on and so forth. And I also want to appeal to Kenyans to respect the day. If you are coming there for other mischievous intentions, please leave it at home. Leave that at home. Let's be happy together. All right? And celebrate the day together as Kenyans.
Right.
Yeah, thank you.
Over to you.
Thank you, Njoroge. Normally, second week of October is rainy season for us. But it is God only who knows when it will rain. But we are hoping this, as you saw last week, it rained. Because it's the rainy season, I'll ask Kenyans to come early that day, prepare early, leave home early, so that we converge at Uhuru Park very fairly early, by 9, we should all be there. So that in the event that it rains, we are able to prepare and leave the place before 2. So I will request all Kenyans to come early and peacefully, as the RC has said, so that we can enjoy what Mashujaa Day means for us. We'll have people who will entertain from across the country. Young artists, old guys, fairly good choirs from across the country, all the cultures that you can think of. There'll be 2 sessions. The early morning session, that will be before the VVIPs come, and the session that will be after the VVIPs sit. So you will have something to keep you busy if you are there at 9.
Yeah.
And you will enjoy the culture and the choirs of Kenya.
Right.
So welcome, not only to Uhuru Park, across the country. Let us celebrate the day peacefully as Kenyans who respect their constitution that they always talk about.
Mashujaa wetu twasherekea. Gates open at what time? Entry into Uhuru Park.
As early as possible, 8.
When does security
earlier.
frisking begin?
8,
Earlier.
6, from 6.
From 6.
Because you see, we have to do some screening. People should be prepared for that. They'll be screened, thorough screening.
Yeah.
These days we have a lot of, we have to be cautious because of threats and so on. And we are going to screen, people are going to be screened, so people should come a bit earlier.
Yeah. So
We'll
by
have so
6.
many people coming across the country. We have traditional dancers coming. We have old people coming, old citizens coming. We have all sorts of people coming, and they're going to be screening. We'll have screening machines in the various entrances.
Entries, points of
They will be
entry.
manned by our security officers.
Okay.
But it will be a simple kind of procedure. And therefore, people should not be scared of that. They should cooperate with our security personnel.
Yeah.
And I will tell you that it's not going to be, something that would be inconveniencing so much. But people should come as early as possible, as my colleague has said here. We don't know what's going to rain, so we should start this earlier.
Early. So
Yes,
by 6,
yeah.
points of entry are open and
Yes.
security screening is happening.
Yes.
And then by 9, everyone should be seated,
Sure.
settled,
Yes.
enjoying the entertainment.
Right.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Tushangilie Kenya, taifa
Letu
letu tukufu,
tukufu,
Kenya
tunayoipenda
tunayoipenda daima. I won't be performing, I'll be covering the event.
Welcome.
But it's important for you to show up on that day. It's the 20th day of October 2017. It's, however, marked every year. And the theme for this day, for this particular year, is Mashujaa wetu twawasherehekea.
Yes.
Right? Or better yet, translated into English, we celebrate our heroes in this country. Thank you for watching the show. Mr. Bara, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. Bernard Lepar Marai, this is the first time I'm hosting you.
Yes, sure.
Karibu sana.
Thank you, thank
This
you.
is Good
Thank you,
Morning
Njoroge.
Kenya, the only way to start your day.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So we'll be catching up on Friday?
Right. Yes.
Yes, and I will be seeing you later. If not, then I'll be seeing you tomorrow for Entertainment Thursday. My name is Samuel Njoroge. Safina Cheng is coming up next. Oh yeah, I'm not leaving the set because Safina Cheng is coming up next with a very interesting interview. It's all about cake decoration. Today I'm learning and I'm eating and I'm enjoying the show quite literally. So catch all of us, this entire team, in a few after this break. Thank you so much.
The best way to start the day.
Absolutely.
Not the,
Thank you, yes.
the only, the best. The best way to start the day. Thank you. Are we done?
Yes, we are.
Thank you.